Now then, welcome back to another episode on the Hypermine server. Well, it's finally done. Well, I say done, it's cleared out. It's all cleared out. All the TNT and all the help from the gas have led us to this moment in time where now we have it all cleared out and half slabbed off. So the full diameter was 129. It was 64 blocks from the center point in all directions, so a 64 radius in all directions. Entrances to places that were in the nether already, and places like this, which I need to change up to sea lanterns, because I think they must have run out of sea lanterns when they were building this the first time. So I'll be changing those out for sea lanterns. All the way around all the little areas. This is still a little staircase that should be set in, but we've got Al's NYPD service point here, which is far enough back that we can move the stairs around, but it goes to the Mesa biome, and this which goes to the Ocean Monument, which Condrick and Soap the Great. I'll get it right when I speak to him. We're chatting on Skype at the minute about getting together. Condrick and Soap, and also Albanakers, to do something with the entrance to these two tunnels. Now, this tunnel can go back a ways, can't it? This can go back a ways and could have an entrance there. So you'd have an entrance to go in there and go off into the Ocean Monument. And this one could have an entrance here and go up there and have an entrance to go off up into the Mesa biome. So those two are important places for the Nether Hub, to have the Ocean Monument and the Mesa biome. The Ocean Monument farm and the Mesa biome. So they're important features of why the hub's here. But the staircase and everything just according to my plans has just gone that way slightly. So we need to fancy it up and make something of it and make it cool. Over this side, this portal here is, well, it's the portal to the end stronghold. So I may end up moving it back that way and then having some sort of rail network from that end to the portal location. I mean, that's 8, 16, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 blocks. 17 blocks, so it would be 18 blocks, call it 20 blocks. That's 160 blocks in the overworld. I would have to move the portal in the overworld 160 blocks away from the actual end portal itself. So that's not so good an idea, so maybe I'll keep it there. I don't know yet. But that's one thing. Maybe we don't even need it. Maybe it's not a thing. But having that portal moved 160 blocks in that direction will probably put us into the minigames area. Solidly into the minigames area. That might be a good thing, though, because people come to the hub, go through to the minigames area. It's quicker than running across town. Up at this away, we've got access to Tix. Tick's base is over there, so I've just sort of smoothed the stairs and the transition out for here to go to those two places, Tix and whoever that is, I can't remember. And that would be another gigantic doorway, archway type thing, there and there, which hopefully I'll get round to organising this episode. I want to put the doorways on the outside edge for the case of those sort of places, to go through those places. I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to do it just yet. But I wanted to show you this. This is a load of the quartz. Not all the quartz by any means, but a load of the quartz that I've just recently picked up. And I'm going to Fortune 3 it. While you watch a little clip of what was the final bit of clearance. The final TNT clearance. And I got a chain reaction going with a TNT. So, leading us from last episode where I kind of failed at getting a chain reaction explosion and just had to light all the TNT separately. Well, the last little bit, well, you'll see in this clip. And then I'll be back to do some stuff with you in a mo. Alrighty, so we got a fair amount of stock from that. Fair amount of nether quartz to add with the blocks that I've already got. And again, once again, I'm going on about how much picks I've gone through. I've been through so many picks. These picks all now need too much to recharge them. This one maybe not. I'm just going to have a quick look now. This one, let's see what level it's up to. Yeah, this is okay still. I could replace my Silk Touch pick, but that has 400 durability on it. I'm going to keep hold of that one. I'm also going to keep a hold of this Fortune pick. So I want to try and keep both of those separate, really. So we'll keep that separate off. These Silk Touch picks I still haven't sold, but they're still for sale. And I think I'm going to test that out today as well. Yeah, so we've got all these picks that need to just go into item frames and get put away. But I fancy my chances today to see if I can get a new work pick. So I'm taking the 3 diamonds I've got left there. That leaves me with 1 diamond spare, right? The idea here is I can go mining with the Fortune and Silk Touch, or Fortune or Silk Touch, depending, and go find some more diamonds fairly soon with this pick that I'm about to enchant. And I just so happen to have got 30 levels from making all this nether quartz ore into nether quartz. So I want to see what I'm going to get. Efficiency 4, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. So we'll take it. We will take efficiency 4 and see what else it's got on it. Bing! Silk Touch. Oh my days. It's the same as those ones. Oh dang it. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Should I just add that to... That's not a work pick anymore. That's another one for sale. And I don't have a pick. Okay, well, until later on then, I'm going to use the Silk Touch pick here, because I seem to have plenty spare, and I'll use that for a bit. Blocks of quartz and this quartz. I don't know whether to go and take a load to sell. I could put it in the shop. Oh, that's a point. Somebody said about an ender chest. Somebody wanted an ender chest in the shop so that they could purchase something the other day. And let's go downstairs and go and see if we can get that sorted out quickly. And then go and check on the shop and add in some new stock. Because if they want the quartz, then I am willing to give it to them. I've got ender pearls. Yeah, I've got plenty of ender pearls. And blaze. Blaze is probably at the shop already. Okay, so let's just take some obsidian then. In fact, I may as well take all the obsidian and we'll do something with the portals today and see what we've got. Yeah. Plenty of mining been done. Okay, let's go to the shop at spawn and we'll see what we can get up with there. Because I've done so much digging and so much prepping, and so many blocks have been laid and so much running around from smelteries and getting the stone to lay the stone slab floor. Because I've done all that, I've put maybe 6 or 7 hours into the Hypermine server. Since the last time you saw me playing on here, the last time you saw me doing anything on here, the TNT blowing things up, I've put another 6 or 7 hours in since then. And that was 6 or 7 hours in the making that session as well. So I've put a lot of time into playing on this server. And today, I don't really have a thing. I just kind of wanted a chill out episode. I still wanted to give you an episode so you could see what's going on. But I don't really have an episode as such. I don't have something in mind that I want to do for you today. So it's going to be a little bit of this and a little bit of that. But we'll get something done for sure. Where would I put this ender chest? Maybe in the floor just there. Let's go down a block and put that there. And then the ender chest on top of it. There we go. People can now get their goodies out of there and put them into here for me to buy. Or me to pay for, should I say. Stacks. Well, we'll just put some stacks of quartz in there. And let's just make a few more blocks up here. Can I make 16s? I can make a few. Let's go like that. There we go. 59. Well, close to 16, I suppose. So we'll go 14, 16 there, and we'll split this up this way. There we go. I suppose I don't need to keep that many of these around either, do I? One stack of them. Oh, building blocks though. I'll keep 2 stacks for building blocks because I might use a bit of this in the nether. You never know. I might use a bit of it in the nether. But if I can sell these for diamond, 16 per diamond, then I will be very happy. And a stack per diamond for the loose stuff, that's quite a bit in there as well. I noticed someone's already been in and cleared me out of netherrack. Well, I'm not short on netherrack. And I've added in a load of new nether brick in today. 1 stack per diamond for nether brick as well. That should be awesome. Okay, so, I forget who asked me. Trying to rack my brains. I was kind of in the zone. I was kind of busy doing stuff at the time. Oh, I got some more blocks of quartz there. I'll take those for building, actually. Yeah, I was kind of busy at the time, and I forgot who was online and said, "Oh, if only you had an ender chest at your shop, I would buy some of that quartz." I was like, okay. Must remember that piece of information. Must remember to do that. That sounds like a good idea. Every shop should have an ender chest in it. Because people are very lazy when it comes to going to the nearest ender chest or fetching their money before they go to a shop. It's like a credit card system, isn't it? You'd rather just walk into the shop and pay by your credit card. That's kind of what the ender chest system is, isn't it? Put the ender chest in and then people can just sort of, oh yeah, I want that. What have I got in my ender chest? Oh yeah, there we go. Nice. That's where you keep your safe your money, so you don't drop it or anything. Or in Minecraft's case, get killed on the way. Yeah. What do I want to do next, though? What do I want to do in this episode? One thing I've got to sort out is cleaning up that track a little bit. I've got to get a more efficient method of getting up here, but that's still up in the air. I'm not a redstone genius, so getting this sort of stuff done is not my forte. I would just do like a track that goes around and around the central pillar, and that would be really boring, I think. So I've tried to not just resort to doing that yet. Oh man, the efficiency on this is gonna do me in a little bit, innit? Well, let's get those right, and then this sea lanterns, were they underneath those just like that? Yeah, they look like they were. Let's see now. Yeah, in all cases they're just underneath the slab, so I'm right in just putting this on like that, and that would be good. Okay, why is that blocked off that side but I can see it that side? Is that a thing that was supposed to happen? I can see it that side as well. Okay. Ignore me. It's easy to ignore me, I know. Just ignore me. Yeah. I might have to go in from up above for those ones, but I will get those sorted as well. And get that tidied up a bit. I don't know exactly how I want to tie it into the flooring and how the little like track is going to come out and become a little station here so that people can come straight out and go onto it. Might even bring it and then take it down into the school so people can just go straight up from there instead of having to come through this lot. All it'll take is another entrance like this going into the centre point. I might do that. I don't know yet. See, I'm all over the place with ideas. I knew what I wanted to do with getting this shaped out right, and I've kind of done that. I've done with that. I do want to work on doing some of the door shapes and maybe move the portal or make the portal bigger, do something with the portal to the Ender farm. Not sure what it is going to be yet. I've done a skeleton skull, or I've done a skull. Maybe I could do a scale model of like an Enderman skull, or an Enderman head, and you walk into the Enderman head to go to the end portal. It'd be kind of like a visual reference for things. So, don't know. I'll think about that some more because I'm not sure. Also, very happy with how this turned out. This wither slaying area up here got virtually untouched by the changing to the floor down here. I am going to have to work with Almanacca to try and get another way into it, but I'm thinking that we can do something on this side and make the entrance round the back of it instead. And then I can put the ceiling in to cover... Well, the ceiling will be the floor, and it won't affect it in any way, shape or form. People will go in here and then go up to it around the back of the wall instead of in through the middle bit here. And what was the other thing I was thinking of doing? Oh, yeah, I was going to test these off. I know that I want to put glass up. Well, they're pretty efficient. I know I want to put glass up here so that I can reach parts. And I want to do that fairly soon. That's why I put glass up all in here as well. The other reason was to like sort of frame an area so I knew exactly where it was. But now I've done this directly underneath the glass. I've got the framed area already, so I don't need to worry about the glass being in exactly that place for running around doing the stuff up there. I've also got a plan for doing the ceiling design. The ceiling design is going to be massive, isn't it? It's going to be huge, another huge project. And then there's the walls, and then the floor is okay. The floor is kind of like maintenance free at the moment, nice and clean, so that when things attach themselves to the floor isn't putting you off. And then just a simple little bit and pieces here, like this design here, will probably do for the whole floor. I don't want to necessarily do an amazing floral pattern or a work of art on the floor. I just kind of want to keep it clean and simple to save a bit of time. The ceiling, I've got a large idea in mind, but I don't really know how it's going to go down. I don't really know how to plan it out and plot it out, because if I just start laying it out and I make a mistake, then I'm going to kind of regret that, aren't I? So I was thinking of removing all the glass that I placed so carefully before I started, lay the design out on the floor where I can see it and change it easier, and then go up onto the rafters here and climb up onto those rafters, and then work from the center and go and build the design out based on what I can see on the floor below me, so I can see the design on the floor. It's a very simple design. It's a case of drawing lines across the hub, and then transferring that to the ceiling and doing some fancy stuff. So I think I'm going to have to get rid of all this glass as well now, which is a bit of a pain because, well, wanted to do some other constructive things, and I seem to just be deconstructing things to make space to get things working right. But I'll get on with this. I'll clean this out, put a few more hours in for the day, and then come back and hopefully have an idea of something constructive to do this episode. Well, I guess it's all constructive, but do something more interesting than just showing you around. If you just like those update episodes, well, thank you very much for watching. That's it for this episode. But let's see if I can think of something else and come back to you in a bit. Okay, I got bored with that. I did like 9, 10, 11 stacks. I threw some stacks in here as well, even though I've got some more stacks cooking. I did a lot of glass. Oh, I suppose I better tell you down here, look at this place, right? This is my home. This has been my home since I started on the server. I've got a cooker. I've got lots and lots of netherrack. I've got the produce of the cooker that's kind of constantly working. I've got my nether brick supplies, and I've got an assortment of chests. And I've been mining and doing stuff and getting lots and lots of stuff and things and bits and pieces, and I'm starting to get into a disorganized chaos of things everywhere. I need a proper storage location, and I've figured that as I'm running close now to sort of not completing the nether hub, but at least getting to the stage where the nether hub is ready for the final bits and pieces, and those will come with time. Right, let me just go up here and have a quick look. Right, the things that I've been showing you this episode, the bits and pieces that we've been going on about, the layout and all that kind of stuff, that is now kind of waiting for other people to have some input as well. For instance, this section back here where it goes to 2 people's different places, I want to create the entrance to those places off the nether hub to those tunnels with the people involved. So I want to do collabs with them to try and sort out what they want and keep it in the design frame for the hub as well. As you can see, I only really did half of the glass. I got half of the glass out. But it does give you a bigger scale feel of the place. Yeah. Same with those places over there. I would like to have those done in collabs as well. And I don't know about that side or that side yet, what's going to happen. I've got an idea for one of the sides. And that's what hopefully I can get finished up this episode. Let's go down these stairs, actually. Instead of going down the ladder again. These stairs won't be here forever, but I may as well use them now. We can come straight down through this little section here. And we can have a good look around up here to make sure there's no baddies before we go down to the base level. And I can just lob a pearl. That'll do. Right, so... fall down, break my legs. So this is the level of the hub. And that's the upper hub. So this is the skeleton skull level. This is all just for show, really, this sort of section. And I'm going to carve out loads more around it to make it stand out and stand really proud and look really good. And carve a load of this stuff out and all that kind of stuff. I'm carving stuff out a lot more and just going to give you updates on what's going on and where it is and all that kind of stuff. But there's nothing really being built after this as such. Nothing really built. I'll be able to do a little bit here and there. But what I was thinking of is building my base. And building my base in the nether was my plan for this series. And once all this netherrack's gone, this is going to be like a big platform. And once all that netherrack's gone, it's going to be a big platform area. And I see that peak there. And I'm thinking, that looks quite cool. I like the look of that. I'm thinking, what... do I take that down or do I utilize it? And I'm thinking that having a nether fortification, my home in the nether, a nether castle, as it were, on that plateau up there, would look pretty cool. It would look very cool from the hub itself, from over here. And once all this is removed, it goes right down to this sort of level down here. And it will have a nice look over what I'm doing over there as well. I can link it into the hub around here somewhere. But it does have a nice gigantic drop around it once I've moved this little platform. Which is just a platform. It's kind of hollow underneath. You may have seen me go off to the nether smeltery every now and again and underneath this. And it's only maybe 20 blocks thick, so it wouldn't take me too long to get rid of it all. I've done far more up there in that section, and then this would be kind of like a mountain in the nether. And pop, can I get a pearl up? Too far, maybe? Whew. Yeah, I hate throwing pearls around the nether. But when you get up here onto the top, it's a fairly large section. This section over here is kind of an overhang, which I could cut back a bit to make this stand prouder. And this section over here is an overhang as well, which has quite a nice viewpoint overhang. Quite a nice viewpoint overhang over there. So I can get rid of this overhang down this section here and have a good view from my castle of areas. That'll probably have to go as well. Lots of netherrack still to get rid of. But now I've got the TNT organised, I'm going to get TNT on the job to do it really quick and then filter it out with bits and pieces. This is where I've had my mine shaft down here. So down underneath here, I've been coming here, and this portal lead down into the spawn mines, but just away from the spawn mines. Like if we go that way, we go into the spawn mines that people have been mining. And I've been using this to get my diamonds because nobody's touched it yet. So I've got various bits and pieces that I've been storing here. But this is ideal then for me to have an overworld mine, but a nether home. So this would then come into my nether base. So my base in the nether is going to be on this platform, I think. And that is something that I can do smaller little bits on for episodes with you. So I can cut all the netherrack and stuff away in my own time and cut all that back and get rid of it all in my own time while working from my base. Now I'm thinking At the minute, I can run across this netherrack and just climb up here quite easily to get to here, to go mining and all that kind of stuff. I've been doing that quite a bit. But when I remove all this netherrack down here, it's going to be a very long shot to get an ender pearl over here, if I can manage that at all. So I need to come down at it from the rooftop. So I'm just kind of scoping out where is the kind of the central part of this area. It's going to be something that I can move in the future if I want, but I reckon about here to be the central point of wherever it is. Yeah, kind of evens. That bit over there maybe needs to pull out back slightly. Maybe it's a bit further over there, the centre. But this will do for now, to go up into the nether and get myself a location to come from the hub straight over and into my base. So that is what I'm going to figure on right now. Alright, well, I've just made a little discovery. From over there where I was, I've actually discovered that this point here is 0, 0 in the nether. If you could see my coordinates in the screen there. This is 0, 0 in the nether. This is negative 0, 0, and this is negative 0, negative 0. This is positive 0, negative 0, and positive 0, positive 0. Whichever 0 you consider, this is the spot. And this is right on the edge of the mountain, as it were. So I was thinking, if this is a cool idea, that I could have some form of tower on the edge of my fortress and build the fortress from the tower and have the tower going right up there. That's my plan at the moment anyway. So I'm thinking that... there's a ghast. Let's make sure he doesn't do me any damage. Hey, you did, didn't you? I don't want this netherrack removed, you git. Well, I suppose I'm going to need a floor at some point. Die, would you? Die, would you? Yes, got him. Wow. I've been fighting so many ghasts. I'm kind of getting used to them now. I don't think they're getting used to me yet, but they're kind of getting used to me beating them all up. Alright, so let's just make a little stack here to have a look from down there. Bing! Yeah, it runs straight through that column there, look. That's going to be pretty good. Yeah, that tower would sticking straight through that column is going to look pretty awesome. And that column could be extended all the way down quite nicely as well. So I like that. I like that idea a lot. Having my coordinates at 0, 0 in the nether would actually be pretty cool. Having a tower coming all the way up from the top to the bottom. That could be awesome. And that means that I can go up into the nether hub and sort of find the way to that tower point so that I'll have a nether hub access to my base. So I'll be able to move in safety from the nether hub to my base and so on. I was also thinking, right, and this is still in the idea phase, but I was thinking of making the fortress a fortification against other players. Now, obviously, the first thing that I'm doing is building the nether hub and building a route to my base in the nether hub. So it's not like it's an exclusively nobody's allowed to come to my base or they die kind of thing. Let's see, I need to go across this way. So we're in this section. This is going down, so I'm going to be in this doorway. Yeah, this doorway. So this is going to be my entry doorway. So I'm just going to hollow out a little bit. Not too much. I just want to have a feel for where the center of my tunnel entrance would be. So that would be the door, right? So we're going to go this way. Let's see where we end up. We're on someone's old tunnel here. There's lots of these old tunnels kicking around. They don't really go anywhere or do anything. They're just little tunnels people have dug to try and find quartz or netherrack or something. This doesn't even go anywhere. Look, it's got no purpose for anybody anymore. So we will not worry about that. I'll just knock through there. And I want to go to 0 this way. Which doesn't feel that far now, does it? Since going through the nether hub. There we're on 0. And was it that goes down. Yeah, so 0, 0 goes this way. I hope there's nothing to stop me from doing this. I hope there's nothing to break me or break my fall or anything like that. Some lava somewhere. No. No, no, no. Okay, we're good. And 1 and 0. There we go. So now we're at 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 here. This is still 0, 0. That's 0, 0. That's 0, 0. This is all... No, this is all the zeros this way. So maybe I need to go one more that way. Yes. Okay. So this... Typical, but it's okay. Right, so this should be where I can make my tower come up to. So it's not that far from the nether hub, and I can have a little castle area in the nether that people can come and visit me this way if they want to. They can come through the nether hub and come and visit me in pure safety. But if they try to visit me from the outside, then they have to contend with the dungeon of Nemsun. And that dungeon may be very inhospitable indeed. Okay. Well, are we right above it? We're pretty much right above it. That's good. Boink. Yes. Okay, so that is my idea, a plan. And now all I just need to do is get a basic sort of tower design going on over here to give us a little bit of a start. Oh, yeah, down he goes. But for this episode, I am done. I've spent so much time on this project so far. I'm quite happy with where the nether hub is right now. I can stand away from it just for a little while, maybe a few episodes, and do something different, and wait for those collabs to come in with the other people so we can do some doors and bits and pieces with them. But now I've got to get off, and it's time to say goodbye. Thank you all very much for watching. Oh man, did you see him knock me off after? And now he's gone. Yeah, right. Scaredy cat. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next episode on the Hypermine server.